Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are tackling a huge problem, one that has become a signature of modern professional life, that digital deluge that leaves us feeling constantly behind no matter how hard we work.
Yeah, we've all seen this person, right? Or, let's be honest, maybe we are this person, just buried under a constant avalanche of digital pings, where the real work, the deep, focused stuff, gets shoved into the margins of the day, or late into the night.
I bet it does. And if you're feeling perpetually overwhelmed, you need to know you are not alone. This isn't some personal feeling. It's a structural challenge baked into the way we work today.
So, if we're going to get a handle on this, we first have to really understand what we're up against. What exactly is this digital tsunami we call information overload?
It's the ultimate paradox, isn't it? The very thing that's supposed to empower us, information, becomes the biggest barrier to getting anything done. It's when your most valuable asset completely flips and becomes your biggest obstacle.
So what's fueling all this? Well, it's pretty much a perfect storm. We have more communication tools than ever before, we've got a culture that expects an answer right now, and we've got some pretty terrible habits, like that dreaded reply all. In fact, get this, about a third of all the messages we get are just completely unnecessary digital noise.
And listen, the consequences here go way beyond just feeling annoyed or busy. The costs are real, they are measurable, and frankly, they are deeply damaging to people and to companies. The hit to our actual brain power is, well, it's staggering. One study found that constant digital distractions can cause a 10-point drop in IQ. I mean, just think about that. This turns a simple nuisance into a serious threat to a company's ability to innovate and solve problems. And it's not just a cognitive thing. It's a massive source of stress. A whopping 3/4 of workers say that information overload contributes to their stress levels every single day. It's a direct pipeline to burnout. And of course, in high-pressure, information-heavy industries like finance and banking, the problem just gets amplified. In these fields, almost 60% of people report high levels of this techno-stress. So here's the bottom line. When you pull it all together, the damage is systemic. It's a wrecking ball for productivity, it impairs our ability to think clearly and make good decisions, and it burns out our best people, causing them to disengage and their job satisfaction to just plummet.
Okay, but here's the good news. It really does not have to be this way. Mastering this whole challenge is absolutely possible, but it starts with a fundamental shift in your mindset.
Okay, first things first, you have to completely abandon the myth of multitasking. We've been taught to see it as a strength, but the science is crystal clear. Our brains are built for single tasking. Every single time we switch between complex tasks, we pay a mental price. It's called a context switching cost, and it drains our energy, makes us less productive, less creative, and way more prone to making mistakes.
And this quote just nails it. It's all about moving from being a puppet to every single ping and notification to becoming the intentional director of your own focus. It's about consciously choosing where you invest your attention and your energy.
So that sounds great, but how do you actually do it? How do we go from being reactive to being intentional? Okay, let's get practical. Here are some powerful frameworks you can start using right away to take back control. You can conquer your inbox. Stop treating it like a constant, never-ending interruption. Instead, treat it like a scheduled task. Block out a few specific times a day, and when you're in your inbox, be decisive. The goal is to touch each email only once. Delete it, do it, delegate it, or defer it to a task list. And beyond email, there are other fantastic, proven systems to protect your focus. The Eisenhower Matrix is brilliant for helping you separate what's truly important from what's just loud and urgent. The Pomodoro technique uses these short, timed intervals to help you stay in a state of high concentration. And this idea of top-down decisions, it helps you avoid getting lost in data by starting with the desired outcome first. Okay, let's turn these great ideas into a concrete plan. Because insight without action is just trivia, right? So here is a clear, actionable roadmap you can follow for the next 60 days to go from feeling overwhelmed to feeling empowered.
Now, this isn't a magic bullet. It's a structured journey. We're going to move from understanding the problem to implementing strategies, to optimizing your systems, and finally, to making these new habits stick for the long haul.
For the first 2 weeks, it's all about awareness. You can't fix what you don't understand, so start by tracking your information intake. Find your biggest pain points. Is it a specific Slack channel? That one meeting that could have been an email?
Then, immediately start protecting your focus by blocking out 1 or 2 deep work sessions in your calendar every single day. Next up, you go on the offensive. This is where you implement those high-impact strategies. You're going to tame your inbox with that 5-step triage method. You're going to talk to your team to fix your broken communication habits. And you're going to use the Eisenhower Matrix every day to make sure you're always working on what truly matters, not just what's screaming the loudest. In this phase, you refine your new systems and make technology your ally. Practice making recommendation-first decisions to avoid analysis paralysis, and set up smart filters and rules to automate the sorting of digital noise before it ever even hits your inbox. This is all about building a digital workspace that serves you, not the other way around.
And finally, you make it all stick. You embed these habits by modeling the behavior for your team, creating accountability with a mentor, and making well-being a non-negotiable priority. This is how you transform not just your own productivity, but the entire culture around you. Ultimately, the choice is yours. You can stay reactive, pulled in 100 different directions by this digital tsunami, or you can become the intentional, focused leader who masters information. The path is clear. Your 60-day clock starts now.